Before we dive in, please press the like button and the subscribe button. It really helps us out. All right, today we're talking about something that is going to completely redefine a tool that, let's be honest, we all use, the spreadsheet. There's a brand new, super powerful AI called GPT 5.4, and it's not just about making your spreadsheets faster, it's about making them smarter.
I mean, come on, you've been there, right? That feeling of staring at a giant spreadsheet, just a sea of cells, and you're hunting for that one tiny mistake in a formula that's messing up the entire report. It is so tedious, it's stressful, and it's just a huge waste of time.
And for a lot of people, that's just the daily grind, isn't it? You're wrestling with manual data entry, trying to build these crazy, complicated nested formulas, and just sinking hours and hours into tasks that you just know should be automated by now. And the whole time, you've got this little voice in the back of your head that one tiny typo could turn into a huge, expensive problem for the business. Okay, but what if your spreadsheet wasn't just a dumb grid for your numbers? What if it could actually think? Imagine it becoming an active partner in your work, a tool that doesn't just hold data, but actually works with you to understand what it all means and find those hidden gems, those insights buried deep inside. Well, that's pretty much the whole idea behind GPT 5.4 for spreadsheets. You can think of it like a little genius, an intelligent agent that lives right inside the programs you're already using every day. Excel, Google Sheets. You can just ask it to do complex stuff in plain English. And here's the kicker. It doesn't just follow orders blindly. It actually gets the context of your data. It helps you automate your analysis, and it spits out the right formulas without all the headache. So what's the big deal? What actually makes this AI a huge upgrade? Well, OpenAI is calling this its flagship model for professional work, and believe me, it's designed to live up to that. Let's dig into what makes this thing a total game changer for business. The really big difference is what it's built for. See, older models were kind of general purpose. You had to go back and forth with them a lot. But this is different. It's built from the ground up for complex professional tasks. It's way more reliable, way more efficient. It acts like a true agent. You give it a goal, and it figures out the steps to get there on its own, with a lot less handholding from you. And this new level of performance really comes down to four key things. We're talking way better analysis, a huge improvement in accuracy, it understands context like never before, and of course, it's a whole lot faster. First up, enhanced analysis. What does that mean? It means the AI can sift through all the noise in your raw data and find the trends and patterns that actually matter. The actionable insights that you might have completely missed otherwise. And it does this in a tiny fraction of the time it would take a person. Next, let's talk accuracy. And this isn't just a nice to have, right? In business, one mistake can be super costly. GPT 5.4 just makes way fewer errors when it's trying to figure out what you want. That means you get results you can actually rely on, which protects your work and, frankly, your company's reputation. And man, is it fast. You see a technical spec like 1.5 times faster token velocity, and it sounds nerdy, but for pros, this is a really big deal. It basically means the model thinks and writes code, formulas, and analysis a lot quicker. So if you're ever debugging a complicated model or tweaking a financial forecast, that extra speed means you get hours of your life back. It's huge. Okay, so the tech specs sound great, but talk is cheap. How does this new AI actually stack up in the real world? Let's take a look at the numbers. All right, check this out. 83%. Just let that number sink in for a second. What do you think that could be? It's a performance score, but compared to what? Or who? Here's the answer. On OpenAI's official spreadsheet test, GPT 5.4 actually outperforms human office workers 83% of the time. That is a huge leap from the last model, which was at 68%. So we're not talking about a small little update here. This is a massive jump forward in what this AI can do. Okay, so let's put this all together. What does all this fancy tech actually mean for you and your business? This is where it gets really interesting, because this is where you get a real, tangible, competitive edge. The impact on your business is pretty much immediate. Your team gets critical time back, right? They're not stuck wrestling with data. They can actually focus on strategy. You slash the risk of those expensive human errors. And you're basically giving your people superpowers to find those game-changing insights, which means better decisions made faster. At the end of the day, it's about building rock-solid confidence in the data you use to run everything. And look, this isn't some sci-fi futuristic idea anymore. AI tools like this one are fast becoming basic, essential parts of how business gets done in marketing, in finance, you name it. Getting on board with this kind of tech now, it's not just about being more efficient. It's about staying in the game. So as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with a question. The future of data analysis is officially here, and it's living inside the spreadsheets you're probably going to open tomorrow morning. The only question is, are you ready to use it? Thanks so much for watching.